Okay.
Okay.
The studio's in our room, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you should have did ASMR. Put it up to your thing when you cracked it.
Okay, we're ready.
All right.
So, first podcast. I don't know how it's going to go. I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm on the road, and I love them. So, I figured, why not do one? Here with the tire nurse, also my girlfriend. We've been going out for like four something years.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah.
In March.
I don't show her a lot, but that's also because I'm always on the road. I'm always working.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm new at this, so I don't know where to look. I might look at you guys, might look at him, might look at the ground. So we'll see what happens. We have some questions here though, so we'll get right into it then.
Yeah, so I posted on my Instagram. If you're not following that one, go ahead and follow that, Tire Doctor Official. And I also posted it on my TikTok. Didn't get much questions from there, but I also made a community post on YouTube. So this is what we got, like basic ones that we just like Googled and stuff like that. We got those ones coming up first, and then stay tuned, and we'll actually be able to answer the questions that you guys want. So here we go. It's mainly going to be around me, but of course, Tire Nurse, she has her inputs because, I mean, you guys don't really know her much. So, I mean, you're really asking me the questions at first, but I'm sure once we get more, what's it called? Accommodated with each other? You know the word? Acquainted with each other. There we go. See, this is why we date. You know what I'm saying?
It's the only reason.
But you guys don't see a lot of the stuff, but
I'm his
I'm your
thesaurus or dictionary.
You're my voice.
Yeah.
You're my internal voice that I don't have. You know?
I don't know how YouTubers do this, and they like literally like
I don't know how I'm doing this. I don't
some
know.
of the YouTubers I watch, like they full out like have like emotional conversations with the camera, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to look at it. I mean, honestly, that's not as different as me in social settings, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Honestly, yeah, because I mean, I was always like nervous. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this podcast. Like, this is weird. I don't know what to talk about, and I'm just like, I just came off like so natural. It's just so weird now. Like now I'm just like chilling. I'm just like,
yeah, it's weird.
I'm gonna tell you guys all about my life, and here we go. Let's start with the first question.
Okay, so one of the questions here is, what do people misunderstand about you the most? What do people think that's not actually true? Oh, cute.
What do people think about me that's not true?
Yeah, a misconception, misunderstanding.
Do you have any input?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, like, if they're fans of you and they're just seeing you from that, a lot of them probably just think you're, like, either crazy all the time or stupid. Just because, you know, you always make fun of yourself.
Because I'm always making, like, stupid jokes online. But, yeah, so over the time, like, that I've been doing YouTube videos, you know, or YouTube, I guess TikTok is where I started, but I like being called a YouTuber at this point. But I've always been, like, before that, I was always, like, that one kid that didn't talk a lot in school, but I almost have like a vent kind of thing. Like I vent to YouTube all the crazy things that are in my head. But when I'm at work, people see me as like they recognize me and like, oh my god, this is the guy that like I watch and like I love his videos. But I'm not really that guy like in person. A lot of YouTubers have that kind of thing too. Is like the fact that like they're a different person.
Yeah, it's really funny with him too, specifically because like I know him like probably his most true authentic self, but like he'll go to work or he'll even like answer the phone for his job or whatever, and it's like he talks to me like, you know, oh yeah, this and that, like totally normal, but then he answers the phone, he's like, yeah, what's up, okay, got it.
Yeah,
and like no emotion, like he just turns into a robot for some reason.
I talked to my dad specifically because like my dad's always in my ear, giving me like calls and stuff, but like I just like almost like turn off like almost all my emotions. Is so weird, but like he'll call me and he'll be like, where you at? Because like he's got to know where I am so he can send me another call or something. And I'm like 401. He's like, okay, I got a call here. I'm like, okay, next.
It might have something to do with how tired you are.
Yeah,
It's
I almost
tiring job.
I almost play on the tiredness too. Like if I'm working like 13 hours that day, I'll be like, yeah, okay, you want me to go on another call? Okay, sure. And I almost think that he can hear it. I don't know, but it's just fun. It's just fun to do. Like first call of the day, I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah, next call. Yeah, jotting it down. Yeah, okay. And then,
Jesus.
excuse me, maybe I shouldn't have drank this.
Okay, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you meet me, your spouse, significant other?
Okay, so craziest thing is that we met on Tinder.
So we met illegally on Tinder because
Canceled.
I was
She's out here trying to get me canceled. I don't know what's going on here, but
no, okay. So I got Tinder as a joke. All my friends were getting it and whatever, and I was almost 18. Like I was turning 18 that year. But I was technically 17. You have to be 18 to be on the app. So whatever, I lied about that. Said I was a year older than I was.
who doesn't do that? You know, remember the first time that we got like Facebook and stuff? Like we were like 13 and it was like, are you 18? It's like nobody was 18 ever.
Yeah. And then if you forget to change it, it's like now and it's like happy 32nd birthday. And you're like,
nobody
great.
uses Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, but so that happened. And so I literally had it maybe 5 hours or something like that before I like scrolled and saw him. And I didn't know how to use it, so I kind of didn't really realize that you could see multiple pictures. So I only saw the one, but I swiped right obviously. That's when you
that's
accept, right?
Right. See, she doesn't even know about it. That's a crazy thing.
But yeah, so he was the first one to message me. And then yeah, we started talking on there.
Yeah, it all started with a GIF.
Oh yeah, the GIF was honestly almost scared me away, but I took a chance.
I think it was like, I want to nom on you. You look so cute.
Yeah, it says like, you're so cute. I want to
like,
nom on your
sunglasses going
face
down?
or something. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then also it's funny too because everyone says you look like fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my god, I swear I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to break that
Oh
out.
my
I'm so
God.
sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's okay. Podcasts are okay to swear. Just don't do it a lot.
I won't. Okay.
I'm so surprised that I don't swear in my videos because like I have a potty mouth. Like I just like poop everywhere. It's just spews out.
But like in hindsight, it is funny because you
I
said
do
you
look
want
like Jeffrey Dahmer, yes.
and then you want to nom on my face.
Also says that.
But you sent a gift to me saying you want to nom on my face, and you had the Jeffrey
true.
Dahmer glasses then. You think I should have ran
God.
away. And then when I came here we had our first date. I'm kind of jumping ahead, but we talked for a while.
It was so we were like 80 kilometers away. She was like way up north. And I'm
120
like, way
kilometers.
Down. 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, 120. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we just met halfway, and yeah, we just hit it off.
Yeah, we had our first date and it went well.
Yeah.
And then second date, I went over to his house, met his family. Everything went really fast. We are not the conventional couple.
Yeah, let's just.
It was
say
crazy.
that.
But yeah, so I walk in. Well, and here's again so many flags, but I was stupid, I guess, but it worked out, so it's fine. But like you said the nom thing, you looked like Jeffrey Dahmer while saying it.
Yeah.
And then I agreed to go and meet him at his house, and they have a lot of dogs. And so instead of going through the front door, they go through the garage, so then the dogs don't like run out. And so I get there in my car and tell him I'm here, and he comes out and he leads me into his garage, like creepy garage.
This is the first time hearing about this. I didn't know that was a problem here. I don't
No,
know.
it was just like I don't know. It was like creepy in my like I honestly I was so excited that I wasn't.
Weird,
but so it was kind of like okay.
I didn't even think about that. That's
Yeah, but I was a little scared. But like I wasn't really because I had already met you and I knew that you were great and everything, and my friends were all over me. Like I had my location on and everything, and so whatever, they had me. But then I walked in and they were having fajitas or whatever for dinner, and so I got to
then she faked that she wasn't hungry. She's like, no, I already ate, but she was starving, and
I
we
was
actually
so
realized that
nervous.
afterwards. I'm like, all right, sick.
Yeah, he cut up cucumbers for me at like 1 a.m. because
sick. How do you remember that? I don't know.
You don't remember that? I was so awkward. You were like, we're getting you food, and you made me go downstairs and you cut a cucumber. And I was very impressed because you know how to cut things properly because you were a chef or whatever.
Because I used to, all the jobs before this, I worked in the kitchen. So they're all Canadian chains. So Wild Wing was my first job. just regular Wild Wing, not Buffalo Wild Wing. A lot of people in America are probably thinking, hey, Wild Wing. No. But
No.
Kelsey's is also another one, Canadian as well. And then the Keg is also Canadian.
Yep,
yeah,
I think
Keg
so.
is also Canadian. So like basically it started like low to high because I actually got fired from Kelsey's, but let's save that for another time.
Yeah, maybe another podcast if this works out, or another episode in the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's a deep one. Are you ready? What's your biggest failure, and what did you learn from that experience?
Let's not talk about that. Next question.
Okay. Not yet.
I lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money. A lot of money at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
This.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber all my life.
Yeah.
I finally have achieved it somewhat.
Mm-hmm. He started very young.
Yes.
And
the
channel's still up.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
I used to be that weird kid that everybody would be like, oh no, Trevor's recording again.
So this podcast actually is just going to be him
Me burping. Yeah.
So please enjoy that.
Maybe I should have had like a water.
A water.
A water. Yeah, so I used to be that weird kid.
Go on.
No, you go on.
I was going to go off topic, so just
We're
finish.
so bad at this.
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, I used to be that weird kid that everybody's like, oh no, Trevor, if you don't know my name is Trevor. Nice to meet you. How are you doing? But yeah, I was always that one with the phone out. Always recording stuff, always uploading things to YouTube. I would like set up a camera, like one of those little camcorders, are they called?
I think so.
Not the reusable ones, but just a little like digital camera. And I'd put it on like stacks of books, and then I would like tilt it, and then I'd have my iPad, and I would literally be like top 10 games on the iPad. Like I literally still have it up. It was like 11 years ago. I don't think I'm gonna link it. If you guys really want me to link it, tell me, but I don't think I'm going to. I also deleted all my videos that I used to do. I had like another separate thing on this exact channel. If you scroll to the bottom of my channel, you'll see that there's one food review of like Tim Hortons like creamy chills. That was the only one I had, but I had like 2-liter Coke chug challenge, and I threw up in
gross.
it. It was legendary. I also had like a 4-liter brisk challenge, and I didn't even get through it. And then I had like an eggnog challenge. That was my first one I threw up in.
And this kid, when we first started dating, before I even like full out met you, I got to like kind of like look at his thing, and you told me not to watch that one. But then I think when we like started dating, like after the 2 dates, you were like, you need to watch it. And he let me watch him projectile vomit, like so bad, so bad.
Eggnog.
It was so gross. I can never get that image out of my head. Yes. It's so bad.
Those were good times. I think I still have the videos on my, maybe we should start a Patreon if you guys want to see that. That'd be dope.
Oh God, no, don't throw up again. I can't handle that.
I wouldn't do it over. No, I couldn't do that again.
No.
That was a different time. That was like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. But I think Patreon would be cool.
Yeah, if I could find the videos, I could put them on my Patreon for the people that like would want to see it, but I'd have to find them first. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or even just like other videos too, like I don't know.
Yeah.
We could think.
I probably wouldn't upload them back on YouTube though, because they're not like my brand.
Yeah.
But, like for people that like just like to like watch me kind of thing, whatever I do.
You used to go by a different name.
I used to go by Young Spartan because I did Spartan races. If you guys know what those are, they're like obstacle. They're like basically like a marathon, more or less, but it's like an obstacle course too. So there's like 30 obstacles, and if you mess up on an obstacle, you have to do 30 burpees. I actually got through one of them with 0, and then I think it was the Beast. The Beast is like 21 kilometers.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I can't believe I did that. My calves like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, like before the finish, locked up, and I ran out of my Gatorade, or I had like the little pill things that you put in the water, and then it makes it like fizzy and
electrolyte.
yummy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, those are good times. And now I'm just over here like sitting on a couch chilling. Like I can't do that no more.
No.
What do we got?
Okay, I really want to get to this one, so I'm going to say this one.
Okay, let's do it now.
What is a funny story your family tells about you that you'd like to share?
Do I have one? She knows.
You don't want to tell it?
What is
The
it?
gummy bear one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's getting ready.
Okay, so I like candy. I look over here. I have, you know those, here, I'll show you guys.
No.
Yeah.
Aw.
Watch.
It's so big.
I have one of these. I bought like, that's probably really annoying on the mic anyway, but
I worry about your health. That's fine.
I'm obsessed with candy, and I have like a whole basket over there full of it. So when I was only like, I think it was 18 or 17 or something. You know, one of those like 5-pound gummy bears. So I really like gummy bears. And what I did was I ate it all in 3 days. And at that time I wasn't really drinking a lot of water because I mean I had no need for it kind of thing. It was like whatever. So I got bunged up. I got real bunged up, and it started to hurt in this area. Felt like torsion down there or something like that. And I was sitting at the hospital. I went to the hospital. It really hurt, and I was literally sitting in the hospital, and I was like, my nuts. And I was telling, my dad was with me. I'm like, oh, my nuts, I'm dying. And then as soon as I got in, because you know Canada, they have slow healthcare, so took about 3 hours to get in to see the doctor. It dissipated. It went away. That's usually how it works. But yeah, we went to that hospital, and then we went somewhere else to get like an x-ray or something. And they said, so this is what a normal, they showed me the picture on the screen. And they said, so this is what a normal person poop looks like. And they showed it on the screen. And then they overlapped my poop, like my digestive tract. And it was a lot extra. It was a lot extra. And I'm like, why are you showing me this? Like, why are you showing me this?
Just fix it.
And then I'm like, so what do I do? And they said, drink a lot of water. That's all you need to do. You just let it pass. I'm like, so I went home and I'm like, clip it. So yeah, that was fun. So now, ever since then, I've been addicted to water, and water is very good for me because of that.
Yes.
Yes, I think I always wondered. I forgot why I was so addicted to water, but that was, every time that story comes up, I'm like, this is why I am forced to enjoy water now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't there during that time.
No, that was like
but
3 or 4 years before you.
Your family told me about that one. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about the 3 most influential people in your life and how they impacted you.
Next.
No, you don't have any?
My dad. My dad's always been a hard worker. But yeah, I always looked up to my dad. I actually have a YouTube video, that old channel a long time ago, that I actually whispered into the camera. It was like a pitch black. You can't really see anything. We were at like a call, and like the compressor was going, but because he takes me to work when I was a kid, and I whispered into the camera. I'm like, this is what I want to do when I get older. I want to be like my dad, because I want to work for myself, kind of thing. At that time, I didn't really know that he was working for himself. He was just like, you know, he was cool. He was so cool, and he had such a good work ethic. But yeah, that's why I am doing this now. And my dad and my mom also went for accounting, so I figured, hey, I'm gonna go to college for general business at first, and then I went to accounting because, you know, get the generalization of everything. And I'm like, I'm gonna do accounting, and then I dropped out and started to work for the business, my dad's business. He's the one that owns it. So that's my life.
Speaking of the business, we're going to get into some businessy questions.
I'm sweating.
You're in the hot seat. You know. Oh, okay. I was waiting for something.
Yeah.
Okay. What is a common myth about your job or field of expertise?
Common myth or conception?
No, just a common myth. I don't know where you got the other part.
Did you not say conception?
No. What is a common myth about your job or field of expertise?
I didn't say conception.
No, conception.
That is
when
not
you
that,
have a baby.
That is not the right word. Yes. Common myth. I don't know. I don't really like thinking about my job.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like everybody's asking me so many tire questions, and I'm like, I'm just a guy that fixes tires. I don't really care to know about it.
Well, it doesn't have to be about specifically the tire. Like, it could be about influencers too. Is there a common myth that is around about influencers that you find affects you at all?
Has to affect me?
No, just I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a common myth about. Like, I feel like.
Oh.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I got one.
Go on.
So, a myth about tire guys, which I mean, in a sense, isn't a myth. That they're all lazy pieces of crap, and that they never show up on time, which is not always a myth, but it also affects me in the case of we were never like that. Like, we're the tire guys that always got your back. Plug. But like, that's definitely one of the reasons why I started doing YouTube specifically for that, because of the fact of like we have such a bad image as tire guys, tire man, whether you spell it Tyre or Tire, doesn't matter. We're all the same.
That was a really cool thing that I found out through you.
Yeah.
Or through your fans.
Yeah.
That spell tire different.
That North America spells it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I didn't know that until. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically your dad's company and like you guys, like he has ADHD, so this is something that I wouldn't have expected from him.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, haven't you said that before?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But that's what the podcast is for, right, guys?
Yeah, there you go. Get a little insight into his life.
That's why I want to do a podcast, because there's so much you guys don't see.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice for them to get to know you.
Like, I mean, and there's also like the point of like, I feel like we're like so relatable in the fact that we are shooting this in my parents' basement. My girlfriend is living with me in my parents' basement, and she's going to school online for university for psychology, and I'm working a full-time trades job, and I'm trying to make it on YouTube.
Welcome to the Gen Z.
Yeah, welcome to, is that what Gen Z is?
We're Gen Z, yeah.
Am I Gen Z?
Yeah, you're Gen Z.
Oh. Alright, since we don't have any sponsors, this video is sponsored by me. Buy Tire Doctor merch. It's wonderful. So, what you're going to want to do is you take this hat after buying it. This is a toque. We call it toques up here. Or beanies down in the States, I guess. And you put it on, just like that. Wow, it's so amazing. Okay, so this one, now you put it on. Here, I'll show you on Tire Nurse. Here, watch. Go like this. Wow,
so bad.
you look yeehaw. Perfect. It's a trucker hat, so has a little bit of height on it. And then this one, you do like this and you put it on.
Like this.
Wow. Go to thetiredoctormerch.com. www.thetiredoctormerch.com.
Okay, we need to redo this.
No, we don't. This is great. All right, let's get back to it.
Millennials before you. I think it's
next-
like 1995. We are in that weird area
We're
where it's
in
like
the weird area where it's like we're both
we're
kind of-
basically both, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, we know some of the stuff that the millennials do.
Yeah.
And we
We
can
relate to both.
yeah.
Yeah. Like millennials, we relate to like their kind of
And we're not in the area where
upbringing.
Gen Z, where you don't like relate to anything. Like there's
Yeah.
Gen Zs that are like, what is a floppy disk?
yeah, things like that.
You know what that is?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, it's surprising because you do have ADHD, like how on time you and
Oh, I've
Your
been
dad is?
medicated. I've been medicated for ADHD since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
yeah.
So that might be one of the things. And like my mom like made a structure for me like my whole life. And that's probably the one reason why I'm so time goodly. But
Time
Yeah,
oriented.
time orientated.
Intimidated. Yep.
Yeah, and also because my dad is so good at time, like he's just like comes to him. So I feel like genetically I'm superior to all people with ADHD. Just kidding, guys. We're all the same.
All right, relax.
Cry with me, please.
Oh my gosh.
Just cry with me. Let's take a moment of silence for all the people that have been diagnosed or non-diagnosed with ADHD. Cheers
tough
to
out
that.
there. Yeah, it's a tough one.
This is very good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so, are you gonna cry?
No, I'm okay.
I love your ADHD though.
Yeah,
It's a struggle, but it also makes you you.
Yeah, I love your depression.
You. Oh. Right.
I love your depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not too much good that actually comes from that. I mean, it makes me kinder, I think. It makes me kinder, and with my anxiety, it makes me more like...
Yeah, you wouldn't be as kind if you didn't have anxiety, because you wouldn't be anxious of people thinking that you're not kind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, like, I feel like I can, like, I worry about other people, because I worry a lot, right?
That's
so it's like, I worry about their feelings. Like, how are they feeling? Did I hurt their feelings?
Oh, true. Yeah.
How's their day going? Stuff like that, right?
I try to be humble. It's hard. That's why we work so good, because like...
Yeah, we're like polar opposites.
Yeah, we're basically polar opposites. So like she is like the most giving. Like she's going to psychology for like child care studies and stuff.
Yeah.
She's hoping to be like a therapist for just kids in general and help them through life and stuff. And I'm over here like on the internet just like raving about myself, like, yo, let's go. And like she humbles me, and I like reverse humble. What's that mean?
You hype me up?
Yeah, I like make sure that you're not humble enough that it will destroy you.
Yeah.
Like there's times where it's like you can be
like you protect me from getting taken advantage of.
Exactly, yeah. And like there's people that are so humble out there that can be taken like advantage of, and that's I think why we work so good.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's like so many things that like so many bad actors out there that could like persuade you.
Yeah. Well, like I feel like kind people like myself, like
you almost have the knowledge to know.
No, like I feel like like that's what I'm saying. Like it's nice that I have you to kind of, because I feel like we're so bad at seeing red flags. Like we're good at reading people, but like we want to see the good in everyone, so we'll kind of go, oh, I know that was a bit of a red flag, but I'm gonna look past it and believe that you're a good person because I want that to be true for you.
And I'm over here like, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Get away from me. Go away.
Yeah.
And then she's over here like, no, I think they meant well. No, they didn't. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't waste your time with that. You move on.
But there's good and bad, because there's some times where like that for me could be like, I could be doing something better. Yeah. Like with I don't know.
We learn off of each other. We've been in a relationship for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna get so many good cuts though.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, clip tire doctor. Oh my god. No, they're not going to be like that, because the people that watch me, they're tradespeople mainly, you know. But if you guys are watching and you want to clip me, go ahead.
You should do a poll, and you should say tradesperson or not tradesperson, and then you can see how many of your fans.
And see the out of the 2,000 votes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could give you somewhat of knowledge about who your fans are, or at least your most interactive fans, because if they're the ones voting.
Yeah, most of my interactive fans are the tradespeople.
Yeah.
The tire guys. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the most
Excuse me.
What is the most important lesson you've learned over your career? Is there anything that you kind of realized throughout this journey?
Too many hours. Don't do it. Next question.
Yeah. Well, I think that's fairly true. Like I feel like you've kind of learned that like it's great to be as hardworking as you are and want to put that in, but I think you've learned that you need to find that healthy work-life balance.
Yeah, I need to chill.
Yeah, just take time for yourself.
There's a fine line. I was always like, I want to do this job because I want to work forever, and then I realized like, wait, now I have a girlfriend.
Blame me.
No, I got a good one.
Mhm. I caught a good one.
I caught her.
So many fish in the sea.
So many fish in the sea, and I caught one.
Mhm.
What's up, guys?
Oh Lord. Is there anything continuing on with that question, the important lessons thing? You're talking about like specifically tires.
Yes.
Is there anything that you've learned with becoming like you just hit your full year anniversary back in October? So it's been a whole year. Like, have you learned anything specifically about being in this type of work?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Being an influencer. Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one thing that sets me apart from a lot of people is the fact that I talk literally nonsense, but it's so like original. So like, there's a lot of people, you probably have seen the ones that are like trying to like be like Mr. Beast. They got the exact same setup. Mr. Beast has been like, this is how you do the videos, this is how you should blow up, this is how you should do the TikToks or the thumbnails, and people literally just replicate it. Mm-hmm. Or like the TikToks where you have like the how much is your apartment in like New York or something. They all replicate the one thing, but like you don't need to do that. You have to, it's just be more authentic.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we just missed like 10-15 minutes of content because my phone died. One thing I learned as a podcaster is to charge your phone and make sure it's plugged in before you start recording. Anyways, this is the first time anyway, so let's just get on to the next question, because I already just like spewed all the stuff out and I cannot remember what I said. So next question.
Yeah, we'll get better at this as we continue on. Okay.
I like these mics. This mic, I didn't know about it, but it's like $250. I'm like, chill.
Yeah.
The mics that I've been buying have been like $50 max, but they don't clip nice. And this one actually connects both our mics. Like we have two mics. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And it connects direct to your phone. It's like.
Not a sponsorship.
Not yet.
Not yet. Call us up. Who's this?
Don't know.
Okay, well.
But if you know what you know.
You recognize your little thing there?
Yeah, there you go.
Hit us up. We'll remember your name at a later time. Okay, so we are going to get into some fan questions. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, this is our tire doctor talk at the end of our episodes. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah, so any of your guys' questions will be like the end of the podcast, second half of the podcast type of thing. At the beginning, we'll just talk about topics that kind of thought about.
Things that are in.
Yeah, that we thought about throughout the week or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is also something you can put down in the comments too, is like, let us know how often you would want this. Because I know podcasters that do it weekly. We could...
Yeah, it's going to be hard though, because like the problem with my job is I'm always working.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could probably do this every week. And also because you're in school too, so.
Yeah, but I think if we do it, like, the most we could do it, you guys can decide this. We could do it like once a month type of thing, or we could do once a week except for 1 week. So we'll do it 3 weeks.
Well, we could do it every week though.
Okay. We'll just make
You mean the on call? Because I'm on call. I was working this morning.
I guess so. That's true. Okay.
I was literally working this morning and she was with me, and it was like we were going to go check out a car because she needs a car, but like calls just kept coming in and I'm like,
yeah. So...
And then like I want to go home and do a podcast for the first time. Yeah. But we're here, so that's how it's gonna go. And
I mean, that's fair then, because we could do it at night or whatever.
Yeah,
is what we're doing.
This is
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think just let us know how often you like this, if you even want this to continue.
Yeah.
Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you guys think. Okay, so let's get into tire talk. Let's get into these questions that you guys asked.
Doctor and tire nurse talk. I don't know what should we name it. Yeah. Your decision. What should we name the podcast? That's actually one of the questions, but anyway. Yeah.
Oh, is that what they?
No, one of the questions on one of the things was like, what are you gonna name the podcast? I'm like, I don't know, like Trevor's Tidbit Time, Tire Doctor's Tidbit Time, or something like that, or like something like.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, we should call it Couch Talk, but I looked on like Spotify and I was like, oh, every single podcast is called Couch Talk.
Or Couch something.
Couch something. I'm like, sick.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys let us know what the name should be, and then the most, whatever comments like most liked, we'll probably end up going with that, or we'll just pick the one that feels right for us.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If there's enough comments, it might just be like one. I'll be like, true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, every time we do a podcast is we'll pick one of the best questions, and then that person will get a quick shout out.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the first question here is tire doctor. If you weren't a tire doctor, what would you want to be?
Content creator. Wait.
No, because they're asking if you're not a tire.
Wait a second. No, but a lot of people think that like tire doctor means tire guy, but like that's just my name on like my socials. So be like, yo, tire doctor, I'm a tire doctor too. I'm like, no, I am the tire doctor. I am the only tire doctor. But yeah, literally all I would want to do, because let's just assume that he meant if you weren't a tire guy, what else would you do? And this is exactly what I want to do. I want to travel the world. I want to do anything but tires. Tires is a job that's steady, but it's not going to be my life. It'd be nice to make a business out of the tires and then have it run and then go and have a midlife crisis. You know, like eventually, like 5 years, 10 years like in the future, it'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna hire some people. You run this. I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna live my life real quick. I'm just gonna like just be like some like woo.
Go traveling.
Yeah, I want to go traveling. I always wanted to go traveling, but it's just that's gonna be a lot of work. But hopefully that it all plans out and everything. And yeah. Okay.
What if you weren't like a creator though?
What if I wasn't a creator?
Yeah. What would you want to do? Stay at home dad.
Yeah, stay home dad. I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing special that I'd want to do, really. I mean, when I was a kid, they never really had like coding in school, but I was kind of interested in that for a little bit. But I mean, that's just so much work. I hate problem solving. Yeah, I feel like content creators can just be like brain dead.
Oh.
In a sense, you know, because so like you know like you almost like to be a creative, you have to somewhat be brain dead. You know, you look at my videos and they're like just so wild and crazy that it's like creativity comes out of brain deadness. I
don't think it's that. I think it's just having an imagination.
It's magic. And magic.
What's paired with that in like a lot of like society and just like in media and stuff is being creative is paired with someone who's spacey. So people who daydream, right?
Yeah.
So I can see how you're saying that.
Yeah, you know, like, but
I think that's a misconception though, is that people think you're stupid. That's what I said earlier.
That's true. Yeah, did we record that part?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's not that you're stupid. And
that's a myth. The myth about that. Yeah. That you know, all these creators are like dumb and stuff, but like
it takes a lot of work.
We just have different brains, and I mean, you're hearing a lot about like this creator burnout, and I did experience that. She kind of saw it, but like also it was like in my head kind of thing. But like I stopped posting for like quite a while. And also because, like, it was, like, slowing down for the business. Like, winter's slow. But at the same time, it's just, like, I just wanted to work. I wanted to be in the Matrix for a little bit, as some people say. I want to be a part of the Matrix just for a little bit, you know. And now, I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to get out of the Matrix, guys. Here we go.
We're back, baby. All right.
Anyway.
Next question.
Let's see.
From our lovely viewers. Best and worst thing about Toronto?
The traffic.
Leafs not included.
Yeah, they're pretty good though. That's probably one of the best things, yeah. Yeah, the traffic's horrible. Yeah. We've only been to one club. You went with your friends, but like the club scene, unless you get like a high-end club, I don't think it was decent. I mean, I don't know. Apparently they say that Toronto, like, the club scene it's not like Miami or anything like that.
It's better than golf, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. But yeah, the traffic is horrible. I sit in it way too much. Yeah. Good thing? Is there a good thing?
I mean, it's nice, like, there's a lot of tourist attractions which are cool. Like, we've been to Ripley's Aquarium, it was good. I like that. The CN Tower is always...
Yeah, those things are cool. It's just the fact that in our situation, like I said, we're very relatable. and we live in my parents' basement. And we're trying to save for $1 million house, and it's not going very good. There's a lot of things to do in Toronto. It's just a lot of things that you have to pay for if you want to do those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You're in Toronto a lot more now because of your job and stuff.
I just work.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, so it's not like you're going there for pleasure kind of thing. Like we have gone there.
But it's expensive, dude.
Like, it is expensive.
The hotels are like, what do we pay, like $800 for 2 nights? Did we go one night? Did we go one night and it was like $400?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And that's like the cheapest one ever.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm from a small town that literally no one knows the name of. So I, like, when I was little, I went to Toronto a couple times, but I was terrified. Like, the big city kind of thing, it scared me. Like, I didn't know how to.
Yeah, she's from the north, like 100 kilometers north. So, and I'm from like a smaller town kind of thing, but like I also have been to Disney very much a lot of times. So, if you've ever been to Disney World, there's lots of people, lots of people. So I've been like accustomed to it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
My parents would go to like down to Florida and go to Disney in our motorhome since I was a baby. Literally since I was a baby. Like I'm probably the one out of everybody that went to Disney the most because of the fact that, like, when my oldest brother was born, they weren't going to Disney. They went maybe once or twice, and then my other one, but since I was born, it was like every single year. I'm so spoiled. Makes me less humble.
Yeah, you're spoiled.
That's why I need you, though. You need to humble me up. Mm-hmm. Say I'm a piece of shit. Don't be so mean. Be like, I ain't being mean. Oh crap! I was just mean right there, wasn't I? Yeah, that's how things work.
Why tires?
Why tires? Because my dad has the business, and the business has me. Yes. Yes, this is why tires. Tire doctor tidbit time. No.
They'll come up with something.
Yeah.
I trust them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Anyway.
Okay. What got you started into the tire business?
My dad. Yes.
And deciding that you didn't want to be at a desk job, so you.
Yeah. So that's why I dropped out of accounting, is because I didn't want to be at a desk, just like.
He likes moving around. He likes the physical aspect.
Yeah, that's why my dad did it too, because he had the tire business since like he was going through university and accounting and stuff. And then apparently you needed to have an accounting job to get the CPA or whatever the heck it was back then. It's that's what it is now, CPA. I'm pretty sure. But you needed to have like a year or two in the industry as like a full-time job, but he didn't have that, so he couldn't do it, so he just dropped out, and then he started doing the tire business. So it's like, that's what I did, basically, but just stupider, My dad went to college and university. I think he dropped out right before the test. I dropped out
2 years in.
2 years in. I think I'm exhausted now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun.
I'm pretty sure I'm sick.
Yeah, you're probably sick, and I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
This is so much talking. But I think this went well. You guys can follow all my socials, Tire Doctor Official on Instagram, The Tire Doctor on everything else. And the only reason why I'm not The Tire Doctor on Instagram is because it was taken. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy that or something. But so, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe and give her a like. Give her a like and share with your buddy.
If you know where that's from, put it in the comments.
Buddy. Where's that even from? Oh, we have our mics on.
Oh, yeah.
They can hear us.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, sick.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you guys want to cop some merch, that'd be very appreciated.
It is very comfy.
Yeah. I'm wearing an extra large. She's wearing a medium.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I like the extra large because if you do end up drying it, it doesn't shrink. It shrinks just right. The large, it's a little too small for me. It's like it's really tight, But yeah, yeah, cop the merch. I have Tukes hats,
Tukes hats, t-shirts.
T-shirts.
The t-shirts are really nice. They're nice and soft.
Yeah.
I like your t-shirt.
Yeah, they're real nice.
Yeah, and towels. So if you are a tradesperson, you can. Is that still on there? The towels?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're a
You know what we should do?
tradesperson-
I think we should put this in the middle instead. I think we should be like, this video is sponsored by.
Yeah, Tire Doctor merch.
Yeah.
Okay.
This would be sick.